Nian Nian, I finally found you. Why did you block?
Why are you avoiding me?
Yixiang, are you out of your mind? There's nothing between us anymore. Who are you putting on this pathetic show for? Security.
There's a creepy stalker here.
Nian Nian, I even called off my own engagement party. I threw away everything for you. Come back to me, okay?
Jixiang, did you really do that for me? You just can't stand that the toy who used to follow you like a dog for 10 years has suddenly stopped listening to you. You only love yourself and your pathetic need for control.
Fine. Do you think that Qin Musheng is any better?
Do you really think he loves you?
Do you really think a billionaire like him would marry you for real? I've looked into him. A top elite like him is just looking for a bit of fun.
To him, you're nothing but a plaything. Once he gets tired of you,
You won't even have a shoulder to cry on.
So what if he is? Even if I am just a plaything to him, I'm still 10,000 times better off than a scumbag like you, who lies, treats women like pets, and used me as a spare tire for 10 years.
You can't treat me like this. Yunyan, you promised me yourself back then that no matter what, you would wait for me to marry. You promised me. You can't go back on your word.
When we're young, we all do stupid things and love a few scumbags. You're not trying to hold that over my head, are you? Never show your face in front of me again, or I'll have Qin Musheng beat you up every single time.
Yunye, you bitch. If you hadn't seduced Jixiang, why would he have abandoned me at our engagement banquet? You made me the laughingstock of high society. Today, I'm going to ruin that vixen face of yours.
Miss Xu, let's get one thing straight. It was Jixiang who kept crawling after me like a dog. You couldn't keep your dog on a leash, and now you're biting random passersby.
You're still talking back when you're cornered? Grab her. I'm going to slash her face today, film her pathetic state, and post it all over the internet.
Nian Nian,
Are you hurt?
I'm sorry I was a minute late.
I'm fine. You got here just in time.
Yo, how dare you hit us? I'm the eldest daughter of the Xu family. I'll have my lawyer sue you.
The eldest daughter of the Xu family. Perfect. The police will arrive in 30 seconds. Your death threats just now, recorded on my wife's phone, plus the spoofed from my dashcam, are enough to charge you with picking quarrels and attempted assault and keep you behind bars for a year or two.
No.
Dad, send me some money. Why are all my cards frozen?
Send the money.
You worthless son! You still have the nerve to ask for money! Do you have any idea who you've offended?
Dad, have you lost your mind? All I did was teach some random gigolo a lesson. Hey gigolo. He's the sole heir to the Qin group, the top elite family in Beijing. At midnight yesterday, the Qins mobilized all their resources to completely blacklist the Ji family. Our cash flow is entirely cut off, and the tax bureau is auditing our books.
The Ji family is bankrupt! We are completely ruined!
The heir to the Qin family? That's impossible. Yunyan is just a penniless girl. How could she possibly land a big shot like him?
Someone get in here.
Throw this troublemaker out of here. As of today, I no longer have a son like you. Dad, you can't do this to me! I'm your only son!
You don't have a single penny on your card, yet you dare to order the most expensive liquor.
If you dare to skip the bill again, I'll break your leg. Hey! Some wealthy young master. You're worse than a dog now.
It's fake.
It's all a lie. Yan Yan followed me around for 10 years. How could she just stop loving me like that? Nan Yan must have been forced by Qin Musheng's money and power.
She must have her reasons.
As long as I prove I'm willing to give up my life for her, she will definitely be moved and come back to me.
I'll show her who truly loves her the most.
I lost the love of my life of 10 years. Today, I'm giving my life back to her.
To everyone watching, I am a sinner. I lost a girl whose eyes were only on me, the one who loved me for 10 whole years. I was temporarily blinded and made the mistake that every man in the world made. Now my family is ruined, and I have absolutely nothing left. I know I was wrong. I truly regret it. But she refuses to see me because she's locked up by a rich and powerful man.
Oh my god, this guy is so pitiful. He's crying so sincerely. He loved her for 10 years. How could that girl be so heartless? She should at least come out and meet him.
Locked up by a rich guy? Was she forced?
Someone needs to call the police. Yunye, I know you are watching this. If you don't show up and forgive me within 10 minutes, I'll jump into this freezing lake at minus 10 degrees and give my life back to you.
Take another bite to soothe your throat. Your voice was a bit hoarse from all the screaming last night.
How can you even say that?
Yan Yan, look at this. That green tea bitch Jixiao has gone crazy. She's live streaming online to morally blackmail you. The whole internet is doxing you now.
Yunyan.
There are only 5 minutes left! If you don't show up, I die right here!
He's asking for death. I'll have the PR department ban his live stream right now, and then have someone throw him into the sea to feed the fish.
They went through all this trouble to put on a show for us. Wouldn't it be a shame if we didn't watch?
But the online backlash, The netizens don't know the truth, and their comments are nasty.
Is this woman named Yunyan's heart made of stone? Does she really want to drive him to death? Search the whole internet for Yunyan! Get out here and save him!
What a bitch.
Mr. Qin, the water where he's standing is waist deep at most.
He really went to great lengths to play the victim.
Since he wants to go viral so badly and use cyberbullying to force my hand, I'll fight fire with fire. I'll personally send him to the top of the trending topics.
Yunye hates being gossiped about the most. With so many netizens attacking her, she won't be able to handle the pressure and will definitely come begging me.
10 minutes up. Yunyan, since you didn't come, I won't go on living. Farewell.
Shall we?
Nice acting, young Master Ji. Too bad the water at the edge of that artificial lake is only 60 centimeters deep.
If you really want to die, I suggest taking a few more steps toward the center.
You jumped in and it barely reached your size, huh? This is hilarious. You call that jumping into a lake?
Is he here for winter swimming?
How disgusting. Trying to guilt trip us by faking suicide? Get off the internet, you scumbag.
No, I'm not. Please, let me explain.
Help, help.
You really fell into the deep end.
Quick, call security. Kid, if we hadn't got you out in time, you'd be dead.
Nurse, please. Lend me your phone.
I need to make a call.
Just get some rest.
It's me.
Ni. I dream about this every night. If I hadn't used you to make that bet that day, if we had gotten married at the altar, would we be very happy right now?
Nian Nian.
If there's a next life.
Jixiang, save your self-pitying words. There are no what-ifs. Even without that bed, we were destined to end up like this. You brought this entirely on yourself. Let's never meet again, even in the next life. Goodbye and good riddance.
Mrs. Keen, look what I brought back.
Hot pot.
Do you want to go out and clear your head?
Where to? Teacher Qin.
A seaside vacation? Are you rushing back to your mansion to serve your new master?
Jixiang, seeing you act like a sewer rat is really an eyesore.
I'm a rat. Yunyan, do you really think you've won? Do you think Qin Musheng actually loves you? I bet you don't even know yet.
Qin Musheng has had a white moonlight in his heart that he's loved for 10 whole years.
W, what are you laughing at?
You don't believe me.
So what if he's just playing around? Even if I am just a substitute. So what? Qin Musheng gives me absolute respect and unmatched devotion. He even willingly handed his entire fortune over to me. And what about you?
You treated me as a backup for 10 years, making me act as your free maid, and I had to endure your constant cheating.
If being a stand-in gets me this kind of top-tier treatment from Qin Musheng, then I sincerely wish Mr. Qin's white moonlight a long and healthy life.
Mrs. Keen, why didn't you call me when you ran into this trash?
It's just a little bug. I can squash it myself.
Alright, next time, just step on it. Don't touch it with your hands. It's dirty.
Yunye.
Don't you dare leave. On New Year's Eve during your sophomore year, you told me yourself that you'd marry no one but me in this lifetime. You swore it.
Back then, when I confronted you for kissing another girl, what was it that you said? We're all adults. It's just for fun.
You didn't actually take it seriously, did you?
When we're young, who hasn't done a few foolish things or loved a few scumbags? You can take a silly joke I made back when I was young and naive and use it to threaten me now, can you? And by the way, trying to drive a wedge between us won't work on me. If you dare to stalk me again, I'll call the police immediately and send you to jail to reunite with the Xu family.
Yunye, do you not even have a shred of hatred left for
The scumbag you loved when you were young. Mrs. Qin, does this count as admitting your first love right in front of me?
Are you jealous? That wasn't a first love, just a stumbling block on my path. But luckily, that stumbling block has already been kicked away by me, and the person whose hand I'm holding right now is my final destination.
How dare you mess with me?
How is this possible?
Yunyan, open the door.
Who is that bastard? Have you lost your mind? Guys, I won the bet again. That's the 100th round. Pay up, losers. Xiangge is awesome. You actually dragged this woman away from her wedding.
Aichi, did you really fantasize that Xiangge will marry you and run away with you?
Everyone knows she's been simping for Xiangge for 10 years. She's just a dog he can discard at a whim.
Yeah, Yunyan, I was just joking. You didn't take it seriously, did you? If you're thinking about how to keep pestering me, you better give up on that idea now. Now get the hell in there and get married. Yunian will definitely break down and cry her eyes out just like usual, begging me on her knees to stay.
10 years of sincere devotion, reduced to a bargaining chip for 100 bets.
Have you lost your mind?
Ji Xiang, when it comes to being cheap, I really can't compete with you. But thank you for playing your part in this show.
What's that supposed to mean?
Exactly what it sounds like. You think you won the bet. You're nothing but a clown in my wedding's opening act.
Quit bluffing. You're the one losing face today. Don't you fucking come crying to me later.
How dare you bring her to my turf?
You really went to great lengths.
Miss you. Renting that dress for a day must be quite expensive, huh? Careful not to ruin it, or you won't even afford it with months of salary.
Wait. The watch on his wrist seems to be a global limited edition. Can a hired actor afford that?
Enough.
Stop the act.
Tell him to get lost right now. As long as you pour Shenshen a drink and apologize, I will be generous and forgive your tantrum yesterday. Let go of me. What the hell do you think you're doing? Young Master Ji, if you're sick in the head, go get help.
Since when do you have the right to yell at my wife?
Honey, he's being too noisy, isn't he?
You bastard! Showing off in front of me? I'll kill you!
Stop acting crazy here, Ji Xiang.
Yunian, you're actually defending him. You say you marry no one but me in this lifetime.
Yes, I was blind back then to cherish a scumbag who lied through his teeth and treated my feelings as a wager. I'm officially letting you know, I stopped loving you a long time ago. Whoever I marry now has absolutely nothing to do with you, Ji Xiang.
Wow, how romantic. Young Master Ji really knows how to splash cash. I heard his childhood friend who chased him for 10 years was dumped.
Poor girl.
Well, with the drama of wealthy families, who knows what's real or fake?
How did I never realize before that he's so tacky?
Did he actually pay money for those cheap special effects?
Do you like it? Wait, what are you doing?
Taking Mrs. Qing home to cleanse her eye.
Did you see the big screen?
If you beg me in tears right now, I might consider saving a spot for you as a bridesmaid.
Are you paranoid or something? You changed your number just to talk this nonsense.
Why are you acting so high and mighty?
I'm calling to let you know that Shengsheng and I are having new wedding rings made. We found a style we like.
Return that cheap pair of rings I gave you in college. I want to melt them down. After all, I paid for them. Don't think you can freeload off me.
Back in college, that pair of rings only cost 200 yuan in total. And he actually has the nerve to ask for them back to melt down.
If you're going bankrupt, young Master Ji, I don't mind tossing a few coins your way on the street.
It's you again, you giggle. Who the hell do you think you are answering my woman's phone?
Let me correct you. She is my legal wife. As for your piece of scrap metal, don't bother my wife about it. I've already thrown it in the trash for her. If you ever bother her with this kind of trash again, I don't mind tossing you into the dumpster along with it.
What's wrong? Why are you just standing there?
I took the liberty of answering your call just now, and I even hung up on him. Are you angry with me? Do you feel like I'm interfering in your private life?
So, if you still can't let go of him, Mr. Qin, what on earth are you thinking?
You're not angry.
I'm thrilled, actually. I've wanted to throw that crappy ring away for ages, since you gave him a piece of your mind for me. I feel absolutely refreshed.
Mr. Qin, job well done.
Since I did such a great job,
Doesn't Mrs. Qin think I deserve a reward?
W, what kind of reward do you want? I'll treat you to a feast tomorrow.
yeah. Did you really marry me just to use me as a shield?
Choose fight, Ji Xiang.
Timusheng, listen to me. I admit, I had my own selfish reasons when I agreed to marry you at first. But over this period of time, I've seen everything. I'm not blind, nor is my heart. You are 10,000 times better than him. Marrying you is the best decision I've ever made in my life.
Mrs. Qin, you brought this on yourself.
Nian Nian, that scumbag Ji Xiang definitely bought the trending search on purpose to disgust you. Don't take it to heart.
Don't worry. Even if his funeral were tomorrow, I wouldn't bother to look.
Nian Nian, come out. I know you were just trying to make me jealous last night, right? I'm not getting married anymore and I bluffed Shengsheng. Can we just go back to how we were, please?
What do you think you're doing?
Go beg somewhere else. Don't dirty our master's property.
I'm looking for Yunian. I'm her boyfriend of 10 years. Tell her to come out and see me.
I'm sorry, ex-boyfriend, but our madam is exhausted from preparing for the wedding. She and the master left early this morning for Lin's South Bay Villa to relax for the weekend.
A vacation.
The master left specific instructions before they went. If we see any stray dogs barking at the gate,
beat them and chase them away.
Now please leave.
Yu Nian, don't you dare think you can dump me like this.
Mr. King, Jixiang tracked your flight. He just landed at the airport and is heading straight to your hotel on the East Coast.
Really? Then cancel the presidential suite at the East Coast Hotel immediately. Have the helicopter take my wife to the private island on the West Coast to watch the sunset and make some trouble for young Master Ji. Don't let him get too comfortable.
Understood. I'll make sure young Master Ji has a great time on the East Coast.
Miss Qin, are you tired of the scenery here yet? Shall I take you diving at our private beach this afternoon?
I never knew love could be this sweet. Mr. Qin, are you trying to spoil me rotten?
This is just the beginning. Spoiled? Perfect. That way no one else can steal you away.
What's wrong? Doesn't it look good on me?
It looks beautiful. So beautiful that I want to hide you away.
I don't want anyone else to look.
But this is a private beach. You're the only one here to watch.
Let me in! I need to find someone.
Sir, your ID card has demagnetized, so you cannot purchase a ticket right now. Please step back. Otherwise, we will have to take enforcement actions.
Ha ha ha. This is hilarious. Nian, you have no idea. The engagement party between the Ji and Chu families was the joke of the century.
Why? Did Xu Shengsheng make a scene again?
Even better than that,
When they were exchanging rings, that scumbag Jixiang actually ran off in front of all the guests. And as he ran, he kept calling out your name, saying he regretted everything. Xu Shengsheng fainted from anger on the spot, and now both family stock prices are tanking. Late coming affection is cheaper than dirt. He'd better stay far away from me.
Groans, Nian, are you okay? The moment I heard that crazy woman Xu Shengsheng wanted to hurt you, I was scared to death. I even ripped out my IV to run here and save you. I'm just glad you're safe. Young Master Ji, you really play the martyr card to perfection.
Yu Nian, look at him. What else can he do besides abuse his wealth to call the police? I'm different. To save you, I didn't even care about my own life. Can't you tell by now who truly loves you the most?
Jixiang, do you really think you're the only clever one in the world, and everyone else is just a fool you can play?
Nian, what do you mean by that? I really did come to save you.
To save her. Then I'll have to ask young Master Ji to explain this. Why were you hiding behind pillar B06 in zone B of the underground garage 10 minutes ago?
No, that's not me.
This video is doctored. Doctored.
You knew all along that Xu Shengsheng was going to make a move on her.
But you deliberately hid in the dark. You wanted to wait until Nian was beaten and bleed, desperate and helpless, so you could swoop in like a savior.
A knight in shining armor. Just to make her feel eternally grateful to you. Am I right?
Nian, listen to me, I can explain. I didn't mean to. I just wanted you back so badly. I know you too well. Only if you got hurt and I showed up to help, would you rely on me again.
Jixiang, you truly make my skin crawl. You're not only trash, you're toxic. Nian, I was wrong.
I really know I was wrong. Please, just give me another chance.
I must have been completely blind back then.
Ah!
Don't touch my wife with your filthy hands. Consider today a warning. You better pray the Ji family is strong enough to withstand the full wrath of the Qin group. Honey, let's go home. Don't let this piece of trash dirty your eyes.
Okay, Huobi. When we get back tonight, I'm going to wash my hands 3 times with disinfectant.
Yu Nian, Qin Musheng, you wretched couple.
I, Jixiang, swear I will never let you off easy. I will tear you two apart.